coming up on the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show.
I was addressing the dog that was barking in my ear that you
stop
had
calling her
to address
dog.
me for you. She only was there to do her dirty work. Like every time she spoke, it was to say something against me.
She's mad at Fatum for repeating something that Anthony said, but she thinks it's okay for her to repeat things that Anthony said. You can't pick what's true and what's not true.
Girl, I'm sorry to this. Bye, girl.
The girl had the nerve to hang up on me. I was pissed.
I am very perceptive. Please don't treat me like I have 0 brain cells in my head.
Whatever you're feeling, sis, like, you old enough to know how to communicate that. You don't just hang up at somebody.
Happy birthday to you.
The birthday party, it was a nice gesture.
It wasn't giving me party vibes. It was giving me Party City vibes.
That Shereé tried not to be shady.
It was a nice gesture.
Number 1, I want everybody to have water-friendly hair.
I'm like, girl, what are we, 5? Like,
Yeah,
why are we
that
getting
was-
rules?
After Blue Ridge, I said, look, bitches, you're not coming and ruining my damn trip.
The newbies, they don't know.
They don't
just
know,
try
they
to
don't
make
get it.
shit up, and
Yeah,
it's just
like,
like,
girl, we are
girl.
grown women. Let us just
Grown.
have some fun. We're not going by
AF.
your rules.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta after show starts now.
Drew, you continually refer to Fatum as Shereé's lapdog.
You came here to be Shereé's lapdog, bitch. Here, get it, fetch.
I was addressing the dog that was barking in my ear that you
stop calling
had
her
to
a
address
dog.
me for you. Absolutely. Who would disagree with that? She only was there to do her dirty work. Like every time she spoke, it was to say something against me. At Brooklyn's Tea Party, you didn't even know who she was until she said something negative about me and my husband.
Anthony was never my assistant, honey.
Same guy who told your husband is gay? At Brooklyn's Tea Party, she actually apologized to me. I was like, are you mad at me? So I felt like this really wasn't something she wanted to do, but her master told her, if you want to go out and pee in a bush, you're going to have to do this. If you want them dog treats, you're going to have to do this. If you want me to take you for a walk, you're going to have to do this. Because no woman is going to say something and then apologize and then do something else.
And you do have a lot of aliases. And what the does that mean? I don't know.
And I could look at her and tell she really didn't want to do this. She really didn't want no problems and didn't want that smoke. But that's why I kept addressing Shereé. I just feel like you might need to address this. And I feel like even in a friend group, if you're gonna bring somebody on the outside in, you're responsible for them. And so you can't allow them to disrespect your so-called friends or someone you're trying to build a friendship with. I've never experienced that in my life. I've never had to be so defensive, and I've never had someone just constantly come around with, you know, things that I have to defend myself. I just didn't feel comfortable, and I never felt comfortable. And I've never been put in that situation in my entire life. So I don't really have much to say to Shereé or her lapdog at this point. I don't. What is there to say?
You want to call the girl my lapdog, let Fatum speak for herself. She's mad at Fatum for repeating something that Anthony said.
You said that your husband is gay and all that, so.
But she thinks it's okay for her to repeat things that Anthony said.
Anthony, he said you never paid him. That's what he said.
Anthony has told me information. He's like that type of person that he's going to tell you information about everybody. You know, he's told me information about Drew and her family, but it was nothing that I would have voiced.
Repeated.
Now, is all the shit that Anthony said true, or is it all some of, you know what I'm saying? You can't pick what's true and what's not true. We want to talk about what he said about me.
You know, the infamous she about Shereé, honey. She don't like to pay.
But are we not going to talk about what he said about you and your husband?
It's true. It's
And he
it's the
said
same-
so
on the
much more. I
same
cannot
level.
wait, y'all.
Yeah, it's on the same level.
It's on the same level.
Do you think that Fatum is Shereé's lapdog?
I don't think she's her lapdog, but she's definitely there to defend her. Because she knows Shereé can't outread her. So she's like, Fatum was gonna go ear to ear with her. Like, you know, Shereé be studying a little bit. Bitch. You know, she like me with reading. You know, we gonna call you a bitch. We can't read like that. You know what your friends are capable of doing.
True.
So at the end of the day, I with Shereé. I love her to death.
Yeah.
But she know Fatum gonna go ham. She know, like, if I can't get them together, let me bring Marlo Fatum, who gonna go crazy.
This is not the place to ever do that.
Listen, don't tell me what to do.
So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm a realist, y'all.
I strongly believe that Shereé put her friend up to everything. I feel like Shereé was throwing stones and hiding her hands. Oh, well, Anthony said this about your husband, but have her friend say it. She tried to definitely hide behind as many people, but I still came to her. I still came for her, and I'm gonna keep coming for her because one thing I'm never gonna allow somebody to do is to disrespect my family. And I put that line and that boundary quick, and I'm never gonna allow someone to step over that boundary.
Kenya, at one point, Sanya gives you a call to discuss Jamaica.
So I just want to be clear that the Jamaica trip is a couples trip because I felt like,
Girl, I'm sorry to this. Bye, girl.
Girl, listen. What the
First of all, I was a wife going on 5 years. To be in the middle of a divorce for divorced for years, separated for 2 years, it's hard because I didn't see my life being where it is now and not having a +1. To get invited to a trip that's a couple's trip, it's like, come on, girl, you know that there are single girls here. Like, what are we supposed to do? And it just made me feel bad.
I don't think she necessarily told me it was a couple's trip. She told me to bring just a +1.
You can bring a friend, or you can bring a new guy.
She's like, it could be a girlfriend, it could be, a guy.
She didn't say that to me.
The reason I said I wanted to make this a couple's trip was because in New York, I felt like some of the girls kind of felt like, damn, like the husbands were there, didn't nobody know. So it didn't have to be like a
And
love
the topic
interest.
was uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. So I want, at least if you want to bring somebody, bring somebody. So I called Kenya and I was just trying to tell her that. And when I said it to her the first time, she kind of just like blew over it. So it's a couple's trip. You can bring your boo.
You gotta get a boo, Marlo.
And I was like, I hope she like understands. Like I really want her to bring somebody. It don't got to be a love interest. And the girl had the nerve to hang up on me.
Bye, girl.
Girl, listen. What the I was pissed. I was like, Kenya, like, to me, like, there's so many things that you could do that could be so disrespectful, and that's one of those things. Like, whatever you're feeling, sis, like, you old enough to know how to communicate that. You don't just hang up in somebody's face. I was really upset about that.
No, I remember you hung up on her.
Yeah. She wanted to call me out and make me feel bad, and I did not appreciate it. The tone. Now, Kenya.
I just want to be clear.
Bye.
It was just the way. I am very perceptive. Please don't treat me like I have 0 brain cells in my head, because we know I have a lot more than that. The fact that the tone, her calling me out, the way she spoke to me, it definitely was her trying to make me feel like you have to bring a man. And I didn't like that.
I felt very disrespected in that moment. And it was like, damn, like, what did I do? Like, why would you think that that should be the response, you know? So I was pissed about that.
Yeah, that's just typical Kenya.
Yeah, I was pissed.
You'll experience it again. She's just, right now you're new, so she doesn't want to. At first she was coming for you. And then she's like, you know what, I'm going to be nice to her.
I know you want to be my friend. I know you love me, girl. I know you love me.
She'll be back and get you.
Yeah.
Just be ready. Eat your weenies.